Squad, what is going on, y'all? Michael here with 15 Cent Pressure Washing. Now, I know a lot of you are probably wondering what in the world is 15 Cent Pressure Washing. Why did he name his business that? We know he's not washing houses for 15 cents, because if he was doing that, he wouldn't be making any money. Is it 15 cents a square foot? What is it? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you guys what it is. Whenever I first started my pressure washing business, 15 cents was all that I had to my name after all my bills were paid. I also had a water hose, a pump sprayer. I took those three things. I believed in myself. I done people right, and I ran with it and created something absolutely amazing. I've had an awesome journey this far, and you see, we've gotten pretty far from a pump sprayer and a water hose, right? But if you do people right and you're honest, it will go a long way. And that's exactly what I did, you guys. On the other hand, we're going to talk about the big boy rig. We're going to talk about the truck wrap, and we're going to talk about the big boy trailer itself. Now, a lot of you know how this trailer is set up, but for those who don't, we're going to show you guys around. Now, we have done a few upgrades on the trailer. I'm looking forward to showing you guys as well. Let's get to it. You guys, now let's talk about the big boy truck. One of the key takeaways for me is the weather guard box. I don't know the dimensions. I'm sorry. I know it's a dual box. That's what they called it, a dual box. It's got a lot of space in here. Look at all that, right? Now, right now it is empty because I just cleaned it out, but this will fit 5-gallon buckets in here. You can put like one 5-gallon bucket here, another one there, and then 1 to 2 gallon containers of chemical in here. So it can hold quite a bit of stuff. It can hold your chemicals, it can hold your tools, and a smaller toolbox, you're having to throw chemicals and stuff in the bed of the truck or on the trailer, right? And this puts everything right here. It's easy to access it. I absolutely love this thing. It was a game changer when I went from just a normal size truck box to this one. All right, and of course we got the truck wrapped. Well, I guess we'll start back here on the back. Now, for those of you that don't know, we do have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. I'll take you guys in here. So we got that on there. We always guarantee 100% satisfaction. Got to have that on there. And then, of course, we're on Facebook, Google, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Now, I'm not really that active on Twitter, you guys. It's there. I post on it every now and then. I'll check Twitter out. But I don't get on there that often now. You're on YouTube, so I get on YouTube. And then we got our phone number here, 931-446-1031. And then we provide residential and commercial services. So when we're driving around, right, they see the logo, so they know we do pressure washing. And then they got our phone number. They wanted to check us out on social media. They know what platforms we are on. Now, I also put the website under the door here, 15centpressurewashing.com. And there's one thing I believe in, you guys, and that's definitely God. I put God before everything. Hard work, God first. Now, there's a musician named Zonti, and that's his slogan, hard work, God first. I fell in love with it. Had to get it on the truck. Hard work, God first, you guys. God before everything. I'm telling you, God will help pave a road. You start walking down it, right? And then, of course, we got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars, because we are a 5-star company. Yep. And you see the overall design matches our uniforms, right? That overall design matches our uniforms. Now, I don't have that uniform on now, but a lot of you have seen our uniforms. And for those of you that haven't, if you just go watch some of our other videos, there's videos with our uniforms in there. So we give like a quality racing vibe, right? Because we're quick, but then efficient. And then we threw the logo on the hood. And then we pretty much have the same thing on the other side. Hard work, God first. The website. Oh, there's the box truck. not gonna put that in the video today. And then we also got the holiday lighting. Hummer sitting over there. And then, yeah, it's the same thing on the other side. Other than that bird dude that needs to get off. And I promise you, as soon as I get done making this video, I'm gonna wash that off there because I like to keep my stuff clean. Man, we're about to get into April, you guys, and we're in Tennessee, so there's a lot of pollen. I literally just washed this truck like 3 days ago. I don't know if you guys can see that, but look at all the pollen on there. That gets on my nerves. And see, so on the back of the truck, we got the A+ Better Business Bureau rating. And of course, with our social media logos, phone number, and logo. Well, that's your truck, you guys. I absolutely love this thing. It's done pretty good. You know, a lot of people think it's a newer truck, but I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. It's a 14. It's a 2014 Ford F-250. We made that thing look good, didn't we? Yes, sir. All right, so now on to the big boy rig. Now for this, I'm going to have to turn the camera around so I can show you guys what I need to show you. Let's go ahead and turn this thing around. All right, so here is the big boy rig. I'm just gonna do a quick full walk around, and then I'll start breaking everything down, what it is, what it does, why we got it, and why it's set up in the way that it is set up. And yes, we install custom fit Christmas lights. We've been doing that before everybody started to get into it. Love Christmas lights and Christmas time. Alright, so this here is our 8 gallon per minute, 4,000 PSI pressure washer. And then we got our burner up there. Now for those of you that don't know, the burner heats up the water so we can pressure wash with hot water. At that point, it is no longer called pressure washing, it is called power washing. Now this thing does get up to 250 degrees. And then this here is the switch to cut the burner on. Now that big tank right there that you see, that's our 500 gallon water tank, right? And we got it plumbed. That don't need to be there. We have this plumbed all the way to the pressure washer. So this yellow line right there goes into the pressure washer here to give our pressure washer water. Now a lot of people will ask, considering you have a 500 gallon tank, do we still use the homeowner's water? Yes, we still hook up to the property's water. This here we more or less use as a buffer tank. Considering that machine pulls 8 gallons per minute, the house spigot, or say we're working at a commercial property, their water spigot may not produce enough water to keep up with our machine. When that happens, it can damage the machine. So we usually make sure there's water in our water tank to use it as a buffer. And then that's feeding to the pressure washer. Now this is belt driven, right? So this tank does not have to be gravity fed. And if you're gonna hook a pressure washer up to a tank and you want that pressure washer to pull from the tank, you want a belt driven pump so it can suck that water in, and that's what that does. And now I'm going to show you guys the other line that we have ran to our pressure washer. And this is the line that is hooked up to the pressure washer that feeds the water out, right? To our pressure washing hose and to our pressure washing gun. So at that point, after the machine's on, we can spray the house. Now that line is connected right here, okay? I'm going to turn this around for you guys so we can track the line real fast. All right, so it starts right here. And it runs down through here to this bad boy right here, right? And then comes out, this black line right here goes to the hose reel. That is our pressure washing line. Now for those of you that don't know what this is our bypass. And this is our chemical injector. So right now when this knob is turned this way, it's only going to pull water. But when we turn it that way, now it's opened it up to where we're going to start pulling water and chemical out of the chemical injector. Right? So When we have it closed up, we're pulling water. This is when we can rinse. When it's closed up, we're pulling chemicals, so we can apply chemical to the house or whatnot. Turn it off. Now we're rinsing. We do have an electric bypass, which I've had to unhook. You can see the connectors that come with it. It broke down. We had it installed right here. Right, it broke down, so I ordered a new one, and then the old one I sent out to replace. Now, for those of you that don't know what the electronic bypass is, all right, it's a box that goes on top of here, and then you have a remote. And when you press one of the buttons on the remote, it will automatically turn this for you, so you don't have to keep walking back and forth to the truck. Now, those of you that are already in the pressure washing industry, and you already got a rig and stuff set up, I'm telling you, you want the electric bypass. That thing will save you so much time, and you won't have to keep walking back and forth the truck to open and close that thing up. It is a game changer, I promise you. And once you purchase it, you're gonna regret not purchasing it a long time ago. And I actually have one of the remotes. I can show you guys real fast. We have it taped up because the back ended up coming off of it. But this is the remote right here. You see, you can press rinse, and then you can also press mix. Rinsing, of course, is when it is closed up and just pulls water. And then when you turn it on mix, it opens it up and starts drawing from that chemical injector. So at this point, it's pulling chemical and water. Game changer, you guys. Check it out. All right, now while we were back here, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the hose reels real fast. And this right here is our soft wash line. I'm going to show you guys what this is hooked up to. All right, so you can see we got a FlowJet 6 gallon per minute 12 volt pump, and then that is our power switch to the pump. So when we cut this on, you hear that? That pump just clicked on and is now pulling water, chemical, whatever we want it to pull. Which right now it's just pulling water because we don't have it opened up to pull chemical. Now you see that there? That's a low pressure spray. This is soft washing for those of you that did not know. You can pre-treat the concrete with it, right? You can wash houses with it. You can wash roofs with it. But that there is a low pressure spray. And I know some of you probably listen to that pump like, oh, that pump don't sound too well. Yeah, I got a backup that I'm going to install later today before y'all start. Yep. So let's see the lines here. This here is what is connected to the soft wash pump. And then we got our line there that goes into the Pro Proportioner. And now I know some of you may be wondering what the Pro Proportioner is, but we will get to that here in a minute. Now this is an electronic wheel, right? So you don't have to sit here and reel it all in. That's a game changer too. That will save a lot of time. And I left this on here just in case something was to happen to the hose reel. We can reel it in, you know, and this isn't hitting anything, so we're good. And then we have our pressure line, right? 4,000 PSI. That's electric as well. I know a minute ago I said electronic, but yes, it's electric. And then we have our manual wheel. Now this one is the one that's supposed to be connected to the 5 gallon minute pressure washing machine, which I'll show you guys that here in a minute. And then we have our water line that runs to the tank. Now this is what we connect to the house to pull water from the house to our pressure washing tank. And of course, now it is going to start pouring down raining. You guys, now that it stopped raining, we can get back to the video. Before I get too far into the video, I do want to talk to you guys about the Pro Proportioner. All right, so this here is the Proportioner. This is one as well, but we're not going to talk about that one just yet. That should not be open right now. But this one here is connected to the soft wash machine and our soft wash line. The 500-gallon water tank. Go ahead and, that's the switch for it. We're going to turn it off. And it's also connected to our 110 sodium hypochlorite tank, right? Now this, as you can see, we have our percentages on here. This goes all the way up to 8%, and then the sodium hypochlorite goes all the way up to 6%. Now, a lot of times, whenever we're washing a house, we'll do like 1% to 1.5%. It's rare that we have to go to 2 unless we're treating brick. If we're treating brick, we'll do like between 2 to 4. 4 is going to be really, really bad. And then our detergent is always going to be 1% behind the sodium hypochlorite. So let's say we're treating a roof, right? And we go down to 5%. What are we going to put our detergent at? We're going to put it at 1% behind the SH. So that's at 5.5%. So we're going to put this at 4.4%. Always 1% behind our SH, right? And that's for everything, you guys. Now, this is a game changer, too, because before we had this, we had to batch mix. And for those of you that don't know what batch mixing is, that's where you get a container, you put your water in it, you put your SH in it, and you put your detergent in it. It is hard to get an actual percentage doing this, so you have to eyeball it, right? And you got to do it in a way to where you're actually able to treat the areas that you're trying to treat. So by having a system like that there, you no longer have to batch mix. Big game changer, you guys. I'm telling you, if you're going to get into professional exterior cleaning, it is a must-have. You need to know what percentages you are working with, because if you don't, you can possibly kill plants, you can possibly damage surfaces. There's a lot that can happen. Go the safe route, be professional, get a proportioner. Now, it doesn't have to be a Pro Proportioner. That's the Pro Proportioner from the Power Wash store. Believe it or not, the Power Wash store in Nashville, in our local area, they went out of business. I don't know if, I think the owner of it retired. So now we just have Absolute Chemicals. And they are absolutely amazing. They're good people. So if you guys are in the Nashville area, go check out Absolute Chemical in Nashville, Tennessee. I promise you they'll have everything you need, and if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. All right, now let's talk about our other proportioner. Now this one is hooked up to our downstream system. You remember when I was telling you guys about the chemical injector here? This line and this line is connected to the chemical injector, and then these two are connected to our other tanks. Now this is our SH line, this is our detergent line. So now we are able to control how much detergent and how much SH we are pulling. Now this one here, the SH line, is connected to the 110 SH tank, right? And then we got our detergent. It's starting to rain again, you guys. That's why I'm sounding like I'm rushing. We have our detergent there, which is connected to our Apple Wash tank. And then we have neutralizer. So if, we don't want SH hurting plants or anything like that, we'll use the neutralizer. And then that tank is right there. Now, for those of you that don't know what a neutralizer is, I'm going to tell you. Well, as you can see, it is pouring down right now, so I had to put a pause on our walk around. I can still tell you guys about the neutralizer. The neutralizer neutralizes SH. So say you're washing a roof, and let's say the wind blows and it blows your SH. Wind comes out of nowhere, blows your SH and ends up blowing it on bushes, right? Well, what can happen? Those bushes could possibly burn up. So you want to prevent things like that from ever happening. So we will apply a neutralizer mixer to all of the vegetation to ensure that the vegetation is protected. Now you also want to make sure, if it's hot outside and that neutralizer starts to dry up, you get it back on that vegetation before it dries, because if it dries out, it's no longer going to work. And now if you accidentally get SH on something like that, it's going to damage it. So that neutralizer plays a big factor in exterior cleaning. We also have neutralizer packets. It's like a powder packet, and we'll put that at the bottom of downspouts, in the gutter, and then this will neutralize any SH that goes into the gutter or down through the downspouts. Taking extra precautions is highly, highly important. You want to care about people's property. You don't want to be working for people in a way to where you're damaging their stuff, killing plants, killing grass, any vegetation, right? So you want to take as many protective measures as you can. And this is also going to help your brand to be of higher quality, right? Because not everybody does this. You guys would be surprised at how many customers I have that ask if we're going to kill their plants. And I'm like, no, that should never be part of any cleaning process for the exterior of your property. But a lot of people have hired companies and have had, plants damaged. It's happened. Alright, you guys, so it doesn't look like it's going to stop raining outside, so I just brought the trailer back into the garage. Now, getting back on topic with the neutralizers and protecting plants and stuff like that. There's a lot more that goes into roof washing than just spraying neutralizer on vegetation. Sometimes you need to cover plants up. Sometimes you need to have somebody down there constantly spraying vegetation. Or if you have overspray that comes off, they will spray the overspray and vegetation. There's quite a bit of steps that goes into that. And the reason I'm saying this is I didn't want you guys to think that if you're going to wash a roof, all that you have to do is spray neutralizer on the vegetation and you're good to go. That's not the case. Now, we do have roof washing videos. I'll try to put a link to one right there that helps walk you through the roof washing process, how it's done, and what it can do for someone's roof. Now let's get back to the big boy rig. Now about our soft washing ball valve. That's this here. Now this ball valve works just like the ball valve to the bypass system that's connected to the chemical injector. This is connected to the 500-gallon water tank and the 110 SH tank. Now when it's turned like this, it's only going to pull water, right? It's closed up. Now when you open it up, right now, it can pull detergent and SH. Now we use this with this. And of course, the soft wash machine that I showed you guys. We're just going to go ahead and cut this back off because we do not want SH getting into our line, which it probably won't happen because everything is turned off. Now another cool thing I'll show you guys real quick is our pressure washing AKs, right? I got a couple of videos. Well, I have a few shorts that I've made to where we were pressure washing with these. Now, we'll never take one of these out to a house. You never know. Somebody could be watching out of their window and think we got a gun. Somebody may think that we're out there with a gun, even though we have a long pressure washing hose connected to it. You never know, so we never attempt it. This is for recreational purposes only, you guys. All right, and then we got the Big Guy surface cleaner. Now this surface cleaner is roughly 27 to 28 inches. We used to be able to open up that gate and take it out through there until somebody ran into the back of us, and now we're not able to do that. So we'll hop in from that side, pick it up, take it out. We'll eventually get a stainless steel device installed somewhere to hold that, so it will be a lot easier to get to. If you guys have any ideas on where to put that on this rig, please let me know. Alright, so that pretty much got all of it. You know, in case y'all forgot, this here is the neutralizer tank, our detergent tank, the SH tank, and then that there is our degreaser tank. I forgot to tell you guys about that. That is connected to the degreaser line in that top portioner there. And then we got some chemicals that we house back there. You know, we got a spray bottle. Usually got a pump sprayer back there. Gas can for the leaf blower. You know, sometimes it's better to just blow off all the concrete and everything before you treat it or pressure wash it. And on this side, we just have our ladders. I think this is the 24-foot ladder. And then we also have a Gorilla ladder. A Gorilla ladder is a must-have, you guys. For those of you that do not have one, get one. And a step stool. Where's the step stool? Step stool. Oh yeah, my girlfriend used a step stool last night to clean the windows. I didn't have to clean the windows. She cleaned them. Well, that's it. No, it's not it. We also have our box. About forgot about that. And in the box, we do have, you know, a container with tools in it. We have some of our pressure washing parts and stuff in there. Gloves, gotta have gloves. For those of you that are looking to find some gloves, these dark light gloves are really good. I think they're like 8-9 mil, but I was able to buy a whole case of them fairly cheap. You guys just check them out online. Yep, well, there it is, you guys. I really appreciate you guys for watching this video. And if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to leave questions in the comments. I'll do my best to get back to you guys as fast as I possibly can. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you guys haven't subscribed, please do so to stay up to date with all of our latest content. You guys stay safe, be blessed, and wash on.